What's up, guys? So, amongst the other things that happened this year, it was the 35th anniversary of Mario. And so I made a video before about this release right here for the Nintendo Switch, which was part of Mario's 35th anniversary. It's a collection of 3 Mario games. But one other thing that was announced and came out the same week as the next generation of consoles that I felt like no one really talked about was this. Nintendo basically re-released a Game & Watch, which is a system that they used to make back in the 80s, I believe. I never had a Game & Watch before. And what they did is they kind of remastered it with a color screen and added Super Mario Brothers to it, and essentially made this part of the collection. It was announced around the same time as the Super Mario 35th anniversary collection, and so they released this. Now this, like I said, is $49.99, sort of difficult to get, and I'm not sure. I know this is a limited release. I feel like this is as well, and if you find it, you should definitely pick it up, because eventually this is gonna, as with everything that Nintendo does, is going to go out of print, and then this is going to be worth a decent amount of money, and it's going to be difficult to find. So essentially, we're looking at the box. It kind of has the old school 80s vibe to what the Game & Watch box used to have. We have this clear sleeve on it, and on the sleeve actually it looks like has all these Nintendo memorabilia on it. And overall, the box is pretty nice. The size of the box, for comparison, is about the size of a Nintendo Switch screen. Like just the console itself, that's essentially the size of this box here. It's like a little bit smaller than a Nintendo Switch case, standard Nintendo Switch case. So looking around at it, we have World 1-1, classic Super Mario Brothers. How many times can Nintendo re-release Super Mario Brothers? Well, here's another re-release of it. And overall, the box looks very, very nice. We have nice little touches here with various different characters from Super Mario. The box really does have a very old school feel to it. And then in the back, we see what's included within the box. We have the original Super Mario Brothers. We have Super Mario Brothers 2, which is the Lost Levels here in the United States. Then we have this ball game, which I think is the least exciting of this package, but this was the original game that came on the Game & Watch. It was usually in a black and white game, but now everything, I guess, should be in color. We'll see. And then this is another feature where it kind of acts as a clock, and it has some designs going on in the back with Mario running around, and it can tell time. I don't know if you can use this as like an alarm clock, but that feature is there. So overall, I mean, pretty neat looking item. Let's open it up and see how it is on the inside. So as I mentioned here, this sleeve has a lot of the designs on it, and as soon as you remove it, you get a clear picture of all the designs that are on the sleeve. That's pretty awesome effect. Now looking at the actual box, now it's almost like a complete retro 80s looking Game & Watch box. Very, very old school packaging, and it's actually quite neat. I like it. Now this is that ball game that originally came out on the Game & Watch, and I guess they have now a Mario version of it, and I guess it remains in black and white. So let's see what the console looks like. So first thing first, opening up the console, we have a little instruction manual or a user guide. Again, has some old school vibes to it. Looks like it's a lot of legal information, not really giving you much more information, but looks like this thing charges via USB Type-C, and it does not include a AC adapter, which is happening a lot nowadays, so no surprise there, we don't have an AC adapter. So right here is the USB-A to USB-C charge cable. So that's cool. It's cool that Nintendo is embracing USB Type-C. USB Type-C obviously is superior to regular micro USB or any other USB charging, so it's good to see Nintendo continuing to embrace USB Type-C. Now here is the console itself, and wow, okay, it's pretty tiny. Let's see if we can get it out of here. Okay, so first thoughts, I mean, a lot smaller than I thought. Significantly smaller than I thought. Nice little console, has that burgundy colors that kind of reminds you of like the original Famicom, the way it was released in Japan. We have a power button on the side here. This looks like the USB Type-C port for charging. This might be a speaker on this side. No buttons on top. Nothing really on the sides or on the bottom. But wow, okay, this is it's a small console. Obviously you can see in my hands it's pretty small, but surprisingly doesn't feel too small. This D-pad is nice. Feels almost like an original Nintendo D-pad. And these buttons, the A and B buttons, kind of have a rubber feel to it, as well as these buttons here, game, time, and pause. They all have like a rubber feel. The screen is really tiny, but like I said, this is more of a collectible piece. But from what the promotional material that I saw, even when people use it as a clock, I was expecting the screen to be larger. So let's turn it on. I mean, overall though, it's pretty cool. Let's turn it on and see. Wow. So very vibrant screen actually. Screen has great quality and looks actually really good. This actually surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be this vibrant and nice. So yeah, that's pretty surprising. It's telling me to press the time button. And there you go. There's the first little animation here. Cool to see. I mean, it's a nice novelty piece. I kind of like it. I guess Mario just keeps going around, and then when we finish 60 seconds, there's a little bit of a dot here that's going around. It's going to go around the screen. I guess once we get to the end of the 60 seconds, maybe, I don't know, something will happen to change the time. So yeah, if you saw it there, I mean, nothing really special happened. It just kind of, I guess it's just kind of on repeat. But actually there's a little differences, like now Mario got the mushroom, and interesting. Now I don't want to spoil things with this. There's apparently like 35 different secrets. I just pressed the A button and I've released one of these, I don't know, these are called Koopas. I forgot what they're called, but these little turtles, enemies. I wonder if oh yeah, the more times I hit A, the more enemies I can release. Huh. That's cool. That's cool. So I mean, like, there's a lot of other things you can do. I know this thing changes with day and night and stuff like that. But let's try playing one game of Super Mario. All right. So you hit the game button, and here are your options: Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 2, and then the original ball. Now, how many times have we played Super Mario Brothers? But it's a classic. Let's just for the fun of it, let's just see how it plays. So like I said, I mean, it's not the most comfortable to play. It's a little awkward because it's really small, but I mean, there's so many different ways to play Mario Brothers. It's cool to just have it there as kind of like a novelty piece. So let's go back. All right, pretty cool. Like options and menus. So I mean, overall, what are my thoughts on this? I mean, it's a great little novelty piece. I mean, it's a good piece of Nintendo history here, and it's definitely going to be a collector's item for sure. I kind of like the fact that you can just display it as a clock, and that'd be kind of cool to just keep on the desk here and there. And then, you know, it's cool that you can always just go back and play Mario Brothers. The screen is actually really high quality, and the colors are nice, and overall doesn't feel that bad. So for this price, I mean, Nintendo could have easily released this for $100 and people would have still bought it. So for them to release it for $49.99, not bad actually. So if you're able to find one, they're a little bit difficult to get, but if you're able to find one, I would definitely recommend picking it up, especially if you're a Nintendo fan. And I believe this essentially concludes the celebration for Mario's 35th anniversary. I don't think they're going to be releasing anything more. There's that Nintendo Switch game, the Mario 35, then you have the collection that they already released on the Nintendo Switch, which is also going to be limited, and I believe this is also limited for sure. But let me know your thoughts below. See if you can find one. Do you guys already have one? Let me know what you think, and until next time.